Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If it's not your first time watching, of course, welcome back. Today we are beatless. We are not glammed up today at all because I am talking about working out and snatching your waist. And I have not mastered the Instagram workout where you're cute and you got a full face of makeup on and your wig is laid. So this is how I look when I work out, if that. Sometimes if it's an early workout, I don't even make it this far. So before I jump into everything we're covering today, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can know when I post, all of that stuff. If you think you're gonna like this video, you can actually go ahead and hit the thumbs up already. But let's jump right into it. Today I'm talking about snatching your waist and the way that I found are best to snatch your waist. After my Jsculpt video, a lot of people were asking about other things I've used, or if I tried this, or if I tried that. So I figured I would kind of break down maybe just 3 of the really popular ways or effective ways to snatching your waist. Of course, none of this matters without proper diet and actually exercising. Besides surgery, there's not a ton of things that allow you to literally just sit there and do whatever you want and your waist is just gonna shrink. But I think these are helpful. Everybody might have their own opinion on them. They might think they do work, they don't work, they waste money. That's totally fine. But these have worked for me. These are things that I have used and you guys asked. So I'm just telling you tips and tricks that have worked for me. Of course, I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not a doctor. So if you feel like any of this stuff is risky for you, do this at your own risk. Consult your doctor, whatever you need to do. This is just what works for me. So I'm gonna be covering, I feel like there's 3 different products that I'm covering, and I feel like I'm just gonna like cover each one and then let you know how they each work and how you can kind of implement them to keep your waist snatched. My waist has fluctuated a lot. I've lost 50 pounds, I've gained 30 pounds, I've lost 20 pounds. I've been all over the place, but I've always been able to maintain looking snatched per se, because I've been able to keep like that hourglass shape, which is essentially what most people like. Whether you're a 24, a 2, a 10, a 16, the hourglass shape usually can kind of give you that figure that you're looking for. So, we've rambled enough. The first products that I'm gonna be showing to snatch your waist is a sweatband. I'm gonna call them a sweatband, workout band. Basically, it's a neoprene waistband. And for each thing, I'll make sure that I put a video over here of me putting it on and maybe using it and just kind of how it works, just so you can get an idea, because they're all gonna be different. So this is my workout band, my sweat belt. This is by Sweet Sweat. If you follow me on Instagram at Melody Derby, you will see me working out in this a lot. Like a lot. I call this like the beginner's way to snatch your waist because these are super inexpensive. This particular one, the Sweet Sweat brand specifically, is a little bit on the higher end, and I'll link this below if you want to buy this particular one. But at any TJ Maxx, Walmart, Ross, anywhere really, you can find these kind of, they usually Velcro at the waist. They are this neoprene fabric which makes you sweat and kind of helps hold heat into the body so you sweat more. These are like, I bought one as cheap as $7. So these are a really good inexpensive way if you're in college or anything like that, or you just don't want to invest a ton. These are very helpful. And if you use these with something like Albaline or Sweet Sweat, when I tell you, when I take this thing off, it's literally dripping sweat. Like I wipe this down with like warm water and soap, because after it, I'm literally dripping wet. My pants are wet, my shirt is wet. Like, these will make you sweat. If you wear this in the sauna. Now they do have the same idea of the band, which is just a neoprene like sweat workout band. I even have something like this, and I'll put a video of this. I even have something similar, this neoprene vest. So if you want to like target back fat and your stomach, this still velcros around the waist. It's hard to see because it's such a funky shape. So again, I'll make sure I put a video of me putting this on. But again, this is significantly cheaper than a lot of other waist training, waist whittling, waist working methods. So that first one is your workout band. It's using neoprene. It's super flexible. These are great for if you're doing ab workouts, if you want to be able to really move around, if you're doing yoga, if you want to have no restriction whatsoever, if you don't like how tight some of the things are or anything like that, the workout bands and the sweat bands, these are literally like fabric material. These do not restrict you whatsoever, and they're super convenient. So this is level 1 of snatching your waist. Level 2 of snatching your waist, and y'all, when I say I've been through so many of these, I have been through so many of these, is, now I know Jsculpt says on their website they're not a waist trainer, but they're very similar to a waist trainer, so we're going to use that other waist trainer example today, is my little baby boo, my Jsculpt, my waist trainer. So here's a video of me putting it on. You guys have seen this before. If you don't know what the Jsculpt is or what this is at all, I will put over here somewhere, I'll make sure I put the card up to my Jsculpt review video. I'm still using it. This is the new one that she sent me. She did send me a new one after I made that video, you know, with the issues that I had. But here it is. So a waist trainer typically is going to be a little more expensive, so I'll say it's level 2. These can still be found on Amazon. What makes them different from the sweatbands is it's usually a latex or a rubber fabric, something thicker. It usually has some kind of boning or flexible boning. It usually has a flexible boning that holds you in and it snatches you, and immediately you see that curve immediately there. With the sweatband, it kind of wraps around you. You can tighten it, but it's not as strong of a hold. With waist trainers, they hold you in. They make the shape. That's why some people wear them under their clothes and things like that. I have worn mine to work, but for the most part, it's not necessarily meant to be worn every day. But they are a thicker fabric. They are like a latex or a rubber kind of fabric. They have flexible boning. So they're flexible, but not as much as the sweatband. This particular one has a zipper. What's really common, especially if you buy them off Amazon or something like that, where you might find them as Colombian fajas, because they are used as compression garments when people have tummy tucks and surgeries and things like that. They'll have the bra hooks. So I'll put a picture up of a common one. I've had that style before with the bra hooks. Those things snatch you in. The sizing is a lot trickier, as the sweatband is like small, medium, large. With these, you gotta measure yourself and know your inches. So I will say this is level 2. I personally like to wear this if I'm weightlifting. I don't like to wear waist trainers when I am doing ab workouts, because I feel like you don't get to contract and like suck in as hard, because it's kind of pushing you in already. And you just can't bend quite as much as you can with the sweatband. But when I'm running, if I'm doing just cardio, if I'm doing weightlifting, weird thing, waist trainers really help me with my posture, and they help me keep my back straight when I weightlift. So I like to use them for that, just to kind of help, kind of hold me up in a weird way. But these are definitely level 2 to me. I like to wear mine. Back in the day, when I was really about that waist life, I would sleep in my waist trainer sometimes, which I don't recommend, but it just helps. I wouldn't say it pushes your fat in or like changes the shape you don't have, but I do think it helps you suck in your muscles, and which is helping you build your core and strengthen your core, which is helping you get your snatched waist. So I do think waist trainers, in my opinion, again, some people are going to tell you they don't work and it's a waste of money and blah, blah, blah. Waist trainers, in my opinion, are level 2 of a tip trick to help snatch your waist. Again, once we go to number 3, small waists are nothing new. I know people feel like Instagram is creating the small waist epidemic. Small waists are nothing new. People have been wanting small waists since forever. Maybe Instagram is making it more obvious, or people taking more extreme measures now. Not even that, because they were doing dumb stuff back in the day for a small waist. It's not new. So this next one is definitely one that I know people are either for or against, but it does shrink your waist. It's level 3. This is not for the lighthearted. This is not for if you kind of sort of want to. This is tried and true, like modifying your waist shape. And what that product is a steel bone corset. So this is your old school lace up corset. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, what? That's crazy. You can't, that moves your organs and that's not healthy. And like I said, everybody's not gonna agree on everything, but this is hardcore level 3 shrinking the waist. This is the difference. A lot of people didn't understand the difference between sweatband, a corset, a waist trainer, different. This is an actual corset. The Jsculpt, the Colombian faja, the latex rubber, those are not corsets. Those are not strong enough to move your rib cage. Those do not move your organs. They can cause bruising, serious pressure damage, and things like that, but this is an actual corset. This particular one is from Orchard Corsets, and anybody who does any kind of theater, or if this is their thing, they know that corsets can get pretty pricey. I want to say that this one was in the $60 or so range before my mom messages me about how much I spent on this. I bought this a long time ago and I had a really good discount, but corsets can get really expensive. I bought off of eBay a cheap one. The boning was plastic, it was flimsy. This is literally steel. This is like a flexible steel bone corset. I will put a clip here of me putting this on. I had to learn, there's a lot of really good videos on how to put these on alone. There's tricks with the doorknob and things like that, but for the most part, it is very helpful if you have someone to help you. But what these do, these are what literally are training your waist, because over time, your laces will start off wide, and over time, you'll be able to close your laces, and you will literally force your body into a small waist shape. So that's how it's completely different than a waist trainer. With a waist trainer, you get a size, you wear the size. If you lose weight and it gets loose, you get another size. With a corset, the waist trainer, you get it to fit you. With a corset, you are forcing yourself to fit the corset, which has its own. I will allow everybody to research on their own the pros and cons of corset training. There are some cons, there are some pros. Live your life, but it does work. And if that's your thing, that's your thing. But Orchard Corsets is the company I recommend. When I say quality, they are quality. They have great customer service. They have great pricings. And these things are sturdy. So these allow for zero flexibility. You're not doing a sit-up. You're not doing abs. You might not even be able to bend over the same way to tie your shoe. You bend it from the knee. When I used to work at a clinic or something like that where I had to wear scrubs, I would wear these under my scrubs every single day, all day long. I mean, you're bending over like a little crazy, but it did what I needed to do, and I was super snatched. So this is level 10. I'm not gonna say level 3. She's level 10. So if I would not jump directly to this, because it does take getting used to. You want to start off lighter. There's whole forums and things on waist training with the steel bone corset. I just see a lot of misconceptions on what a waist trainer can do and people confusing it with a steel bone corset. This literally has the ability to push your lower floating ribs in, which is a whole nother, we getting real deep. If you think that this is something you want and you want to truly change your body shape, I mean, I would say, because people are getting things sculpted and sucked out and tucked out. So if you think you really want to change your body shape, then yes, I would say this is useful. I would advise you to do your complete research on all the products, but definitely this one, consult your doctor, all that kind of stuff. But in my experience, along with healthy diet and working out, they all do help you maintain and get a smaller waist. So I think that covers it. That's level 1, 2, and 3. That's like beginner. I'm just trying to, keep it together. Intermediate, let's get this snatched. And then level 3, I'm not playing these games about this hourglass. I think that's kind of the levels. Of course, there's, using Albolene and Sweet Sweat under your workout band. And there's little tips and tricks and things like that that can go along with all of them to kind of help pump them up. But for the most part, I think those 3 things are the strongest ways that whether I've been a 14, 16 or 4, 6, I've been able to maintain, kind of keeping the shape that I like. So if you have any questions, I'm going to make sure I link my sweatband, my sweat vest, my Jsculpt, and my Orchard corset below, so you can get the links to all those. If you have any questions, please feel free. Hopefully my videos assisted in kind of how they all work and figuring out what they do. If you have any questions, like I said, comment below. I'm an open book with all of this stuff. I want to do some videos with workouts and kind of keeping you guys along, because I've been on my fitness journey, sweating for the wedding, and it's going well. So let me know. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to have more like health, fitness, life kind of oriented videos, and let me know. And I think that covers it, guys. Thanks. See you guys in the next one.